Hey, Coach, if you could just give us an update, anything you can, on any of the injuries that the guys have right now, and then also just separately from that, what your approach is tonight when you are without two of your top rotation guys at this point.
Yeah, okay. I'll start with Austin. He's doing a little more each day, but he still hasn't taken contact on yet. So we're monitoring him very closely. With Quick, he's day to day. Feeling a little better today, but still not ready to go. Obi is being examined by the doctors, so he has a, a strain in his calf, and so we'll see where we are later on today with that. And Amari Spellman still has knee soreness.
Our next question comes from Ian Bagley, SNY.
Hey, Tom, same starters for you, or are you going to go a different way?
Yeah, no, same starters. Yeah.
Next question comes from Steve Popper, Newsday.
Hey, Tom. You've been here, obviously, when the place is crazy here. What is it for you that it's opening night and you can't have the fans here and no celebrity row?
Yeah, I mean, it's our reality. It's unfortunate, but it's the right thing to do. And so it's still a special place to be. It's the home opener, all those things that go into it. But you feel for everyone. You know, the fans are an important part of it, and we certainly miss them. And so we're going to do the best we can until they can get back into the building.
Our next question comes from Mark Berman, New York Post.
Hey, Tom. I guess Obi injured himself in the opener. How did that happen? And when you said we're going to know more later, is there any chance of him playing tonight, or he's definitely out?
No, he's definitely out tonight. Yeah. So it's it's a calf, and it's and those things are tricky. So you just have to. He'll be evaluated by the doctors, and then he actually felt a little better today, so that's a good sign. He was moving around a lot better.
Next question comes from Rebecca Harlow, MSG Network.
Hey, Coach, going in two directions, so I appreciate you working with me on this. But, first question, just your approach tonight when you don't have two of your main rotation guys. And then separately, just your thoughts on Johnny Bryant. We've talked about how Alec Burks part of his decision was to keep playing for a guy like him.
Yeah. So the approach for tonight is, we said this going in, that in this type of season, your depth is really important, and everyone's going to get an opportunity. And so when your opportunity comes, you have to be ready. And so we have great belief in everyone who's on the roster. What we believe is more than enough to win with. And so everyone has to go out there and get their job done. And then in regards to Johnny, obviously we're very pleased when we were able to add him to the staff. And he's done a terrific job. And I'm also very pleased with the rest of the staff that we have. We put a heavy emphasis on the player development aspect of it. And everyone's bringing a different strength to the table. And we're very pleased with what they've done. I think our players are getting a lot of attention. I think I see them growing. I see them buying into what we're trying to get accomplished. And obviously it's a long process, and we have to go by it day by day. We put a premium on teaching, and we think we have great teachers on the staff.
Our next question comes from Mike Vorkunov, The Athletic.
Hey, Tom. Have you, whether it was watching games in the bubble or, early on in preseason here, have you noticed any trends in things that are different in games that don't have fans in the arenas, whether it's how often fouls are called or anything else that you've picked up?
Well, I think, you don't have the same type of feel of in watching the games in the bubble, like the game sevens and that sort of thing. I think the home court has it's a big plus to have that. If you're in the playoffs and you have a game seven, you want it to be on your home floor. So from that aspect, it's probably different. I think in terms of, I know how I am, and out of season, I love watching sports on TV. So I think it's important for society to have some type of entertainment. But again, I think safety has to come first. And so not only for the fans, but the players, the people working in the arenas, we just have to make sure we're taking every precaution. But I like the way it looks on TV. I wish the fans were there, though.
Our next question comes from Steph Bondi, Daily News.
Hey, Tom, with Obi, when you say the doctors are taking a look at him, is there an MRI involved? And I don't think we got to ask you what you thought about his first game in Indiana.
Yeah, and he's a work in progress. There's some things he's doing really well. I think each game he'll get better and better. Each day he'll get better and better. And he's nicked up a little bit right now, so missing practice. He can't really do anything in practice but study and learn, and that's what he's doing. He'll come in, he'll get treatment, he'll watch film. He's into the practices, and so I'm very pleased with him. I think he has the right approach, and I think he'll continue to grow. And I think for any rookie, the first time through, there's a learning process to it. So it's not the game is a lot different. The size, the speed, the rules. You have to learn the tendencies of each team, each player, and so I think he's learning that. He's going through it, but when he's out there, he's playing, he's getting things done. He's not perfect, but I see the improvement from game to game.
Our last question comes from Ian Bagley, SNY.
Hey, Tom, just in general, what have you thought of what you've seen from the way Julius has played preseason and the opener? And is it similar to what you saw from him on tape last year, or are there some things that are different?
Well, I like the way both he and RJ are making plays for our team, and I think that's important. And so when the ball gets into the paint, obviously you're trying to force the defense to collapse, and then you got to make the right read. And so those are the guys that usually command two players being placed on them, and that means there's easy offense for others. And so as long as they're making the right reads, which the way Julius played in game one, the 9 assists, it's huge. And RJ, the same thing. They're getting into rhythm by making plays for each other, and I think the game becomes easy for everyone.